Hello children, in last video I taught you about sowing and the type of tools used for sowing. Today we will learn about adding manure and fertilizers. So what is manure and fertilizers? As we know that for the growth of plants, the nutrients and minerals are very essentials, and the soil that also contains different type of minerals and nutrients, and the soil supply these nutrients to the plants for their proper growth. But sometime, that is by continuous cultivation of crops, the amount of nutrients available in the soil become very less. Therefore farmers has to supply additional substances which contains nutrients for the growth of plants. So that additional substances that is added to the soil in order to get nutrients for plants, that are known as manure and fertilizers. And I told you that manure and fertilizers that are supply nutrients into the soil, and the nutrients are very useful or very essential for the growth of plants. And by continuous cultivation, the the soil which contain very less nutrients. So in order to overcome this unavailability of nutrients, farmers adding manure and fertilizers into the field. Let's start adding manure and fertilizers. The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizers. So manure and fertilizers are certain substances which contains nutrients for the growth of plants. I saw a healthy crop growing in a farm. In the neighboring farm, the plants were weak. Why do some plants grow better than others? That you may be noticed that in certain field that crops are very healthy, and in other field the crops are very weak. What is the reason for this? That is due to the lack of nutrients present in the soil, the plants become weak. Soil supply mineral nutrients to the crop plants. These nutrients are essential for the growth of plants. In certain areas, farmers grow crop after crop in the same field. The field is never left uncultivated or fallow. Imagine what happens to the nutrients. But I already told you, soil which contain nutrients and minerals, and it also supply these nutrients and soil to the plants for their healthy growth. And in some areas the farmers, they never left the field uncultivated. They continuously cultivate crops one after another. Thereby the amount of nutrients in the soil become very less. Continuous cultivation of crops make the soil poor in nutrients. Therefore, farmers has to add manure to the field to replenish the soil with the nutrients. This process is called manuring. Improper or insufficient manuring result in weak plants. So that is a continuous cultivation of crops that will result in the lack of nutrients. Therefore farmers, they will add additional substances, that is manure. The farmers have to add manure into the field to cover the soil with nutrients. Replenish means to cover or to mix the soil with the nutrients. Then this process, that adding manure into the soil, that is known as manuring. So manuring is very important step in the agricultural practices in order to provide the sufficient nutrients for the crop. So if the farmers, they will, if they are not adding proper manure into the field, then they will not get any good result, or they will not get good crop production. So improper or insufficient manuring result in weak plants. Thereby the plants that become weak and unhealthy. And what is manure? You may be studied in 6th or 7th classes about manure. that is manure. It is an organic matter. This organic matter that is obtained from the decomposition of animal and plant waste. For example, cow dung or compost, vermicomposting, that are examples of manure. So manure that will increase the fertility of the soil and also add lot of humus into the soil for the growth of the plant. So manure, it is an organic matter that is obtained from the decomposition of animal and plant waste, and this decomposition is carried by with the help of certain bacteria present in the soil. Examples of manure, that is cow dung or vermicomposting, that are examples. Manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plant or animal waste. Farmers dump plant, animal and animal waste in pits at open places and allow it to decompose. The decomposition is caused by some microorganism. The decomposed matter is used as an organic manure. You have already learned about vermicomposting in class 6. So in this paragraph it is explained about manure. So manure, it is an organic matter. By the decomposition of animal and plant waste, the farmers or we can develop manure, and the manure, it will increase the fertility of the soil and add lot of humus and nutrients into the soil. That is nutrients like nitrogen that are added into the soil by farmers when they are supplying manure into the field. Now we can discuss an activity. In this activity, it is explained about the effect of manure and fertilizers in the production or in the growth of plants. So we can start. Take a mung or a gram seeds and germinate them. Select 3 equal sized seedlings. Take 3 empty glasses or similar vessels. Mark them A, B and C. To glass A, add little amount of soil mixed with a little cow dung manure. In glass B, put the same amount of soil mixed with a little urea. Take the same amount of soil in glass C without adding anything. Now pour same amount of water in each glasses and plant the seedlings in them. Keep them in a safe place and water them daily. After 7 to 10 days, observe their growth. That is, in this activity you have to take mung or gram seedling, and we have to select 3 equal sized seedlings. Then take 3 glasses, that is labeled as A, B and C, and in the first glass A, to mix the soil with a little cow dung, and then next glass B, mix the soil with the urea, and in the glass C, nothing is added into the soil. Then after we have to plant the seedlings in these glasses, then add water into each glasses. Then after 7 or 10 days, we have to continue the process of watering, then observe the growth of plants. So after these 10 days, you can see that the growth of plants. So in this figure that you can notice, or you can see that the growth of plants, that in the glass A, B and C, how much it is grown, that in which glass that plant become lengther, that in glass B, that you can see that the length or the growth of plant in the glass B is higher than other 2 glasses, that A and C. Compared to A and C, the growth of plant in glass B is higher. And in this glass B, that the soil is mixed with the urea. Urea, it is a fertilizer, and in the glass A, that the soil is mixed with the cow dung. Cow dung is a manure. So in both A and B, the soil that is mixed with manure and fertilizers, so the growth of the plant become higher. And in glass C, the soil is not mixed with anything. That is, the soil is in the soil nothing is added into it. That is, manure and fertilizers are not added into the soil. Therefore, the growth of plant become very less. So fertilizers, when we are adding fertilizers into the soil, the growth of the plants become higher. That you can see from this figure, that in glass B, the length of the growth of the plants become higher. So we can conclude that fertilizers that will encourage or promote the growth of the plant very much. Did plants in all glasses grow at the same pace? That is, in all glasses, that all the plants that is grow at the same speed? No, that is in different speed. In these three classes, the plants are grown. Which glasses showed better growth of plants? That is in the glass B. In which glass the growth of the plant is fastest? That is in the glass B. So in glass B, the soil is mixed with the fertilizer. Now we can discuss about fertilizers. Fertilizers, they are certain chemical substances, and these fertilizers are prepared or manufactured in factories. So it is a man-made one. It is prepared in factories, and fertilizers, they contain large amount of nutrients. Fertilizers are chemicals which is rich in a particular nutrient. How they different from manure? Fertilizers are produced in factories. Some examples of fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, NPK. NPK means nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. So fertilizers, they are chemical substances prepared in factories, and fertilizers are rich in a particular nutrients. And examples of fertilizers are given, that are urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, and NPK. And these fertilizers that is help the farmers that to get better production of the crops, but at the same time it also has certain disadvantages. That is, the excessive use of fertilizers, it will affect the fertility of the soil, and also causing water pollution. So that excessive use of fertilizers are not good for the soil and for the crops. And now what are the differences between manure and fertilizers? We can just discuss about the differences between manure and fertilizers. So fertilizer, it is a man-made and inorganic salt. Fertilizers is a man-made one, and it is not organic salt, it is inorganic salt. Manure is a natural substances obtained by the decomposition of cattle dung and plant residues. So manure, it is a natural substances obtained by the decomposition of plant and animal waste. Fertilizer is prepared in factories. So fertilizer, it is prepared in factories. A manure, that is prepared in the field. Fertilizers does not provide any humus to the soil, but manure, it provide lot of humus into the soil. Fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients. So fertilizers, they are very rich in the plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, all that are contained in a large quantity in fertilizers, because it is prepared in factories, and it is a chemical substance. So we can the scientists or fertilizers, they are adding a lot of plant nutrients or chemicals into the fertilizer. And manure that is by the decomposition of plant and animal waste, manure is formed, so it will containing less plant nutrients. So these are the differences between fertilizer and manure. The use of fertilizers has helped farmers to get better yield of crops such as wheat, paddy and maize. The excessive use of fertilizers has made the soil less fertile. Fertilizers has become a source of water pollution. Therefore, in order to maintain the fertility of the soil, we have to substitute fertilizers with organic manure or leave the field uncultivated in between two crops. So, fertilizers, it will give better production of crops. At the same time, the excessive use of fertilizers, it will affect the soil fertility and causes water pollution. So we have to mix, our farmers have to mix fertilizer with manure or left the field uncultivated in between two crops. And the use of manure improve the soil texture as well as its water retaining capacity. It replenishes the soil with nutrients. So manure which have very useful, that is it improve the soil texture, and you already know that the soil which have certain pores, so that water that is retained through the pores. So water retaining capacity of the soil also encouraged by manure, and it replenish or mix the soil with the nutrients very much. Another method of replenishing the soil with nutrients is through crop rotation, and here we are discussing about another method, that is crop rotation, to replenish the soil with nutrients. So what is crop rotation? Crop rotation means to grow different crops alternatively. That process is crop rotation. That first, if you are cultivating wheat or paddy in the field, then after the cultivation of paddy or wheat, then in that field any leguminous plant the farmers have to cultivate. And you already studied in class 7 about rhizobium bacteria. Rhizobium bacteria that fix atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. So these rhizobium bacteria are present in the root nodule of leguminous plants like a pea plant. So these rhizobium bacteria that will fix the atmospheric nitrogen to the soil. So this nitrogen is very essential nutrient for the growth of plants, and it can be done through crop rotation. So crop rotation means grow the plants alternatively in the field. This can be done by growing different crops alternatively. Earlier, farmers in northern India used grow legumes as a fodder in one season and wheat in the next season. They help in the replenishment of the soil with nitrogen. Farmers are being encouraged to adopt this practice. Another method is crop rotation. Crop rotation is to grow crops alternatively. In the previous classes, you have learned about rhizobium bacteria. These are present in the nodules root of leguminous plants. They fix atmospheric nitrogen. So rhizobium bacteria are present in the leguminous plants, and they fix atmospheric nitrogen. Then now we can discuss about the advantages of manure. So we have discussed about manure and fertilizers. And manure, it is an organic matter, and it improves the soil texture, soil fertility, and it add lot of humus into the soil, and water retaining capacity of the soil also promoted with the help of manure. So that what are the advantages of manure? The organic manure is considered better than fertilizers. This is because it enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. It makes the soil porous, due to which exchange of gases become easy. It increases the number of friendly microbes, and it improves the texture of the soil. So manure, it enhances the water holding capacity of the soil, and it improves the texture of soil. It add a lot of humus into the soil. Then manure also improve the fertility of the soil. Then as you know that soil which contain different type of microorganism, that is farmers friendly microorganism like earthworm. So this manure also promote the growth of this type of farmers friendly microbes. So these are the advantages of manure. So today we learn about manure and fertilizers. Manure and fertilizers are additional substances added into the soil to get sufficient nutrients for the growth of plants. And we discuss about the differences between manure and fertilizers. And crop rotation is another method to mix the soil with the nutrients. Crop rotation means to grow crops, different crops alternatively, that is crop rotation. Then last we learned about discuss about the advantages of manure.